It's late on day 4 of the ProLon fast. I forgot, it's probably not the best time to do this, but I'm with my wife, Faith, and we're just recording this together. It is, I mean, it's like so close to bedtime. We're properly gearing down, so we might not make much sense.
It's all right, I've got my blue blockers on.
You got your blue blockers on.
It's all good.
Yeah.
I've had some CBD.
Oh, perfect. Is that allowed on the ProLon?
That's a good point.
I forgot to take it. I think we're allowing that,
Busted.
definitely. How are you feeling?
I feel really, really good, actually.
Yeah.
I feel I've had a really tough day at work today, and I found it very straightforward to be focused.
Yeah.
Which is unusual because there's a lot of switching around different things. So I think there's definitely something going on mentally, and which is really interesting.
I felt the same. I mean, I had a 2-hour meeting with the guys from Well Easy this afternoon, and I felt like I honestly felt like I'd done 3 espressos, and I was like a bit manic almost.
It's really interesting, isn't it? Do you know what's going on in the brain? Do you know much about?
Not really, apart from there's a sort of a big cellular die-off right across the body, and I guess that I don't know if that applies to the brain as well or not, but what is going on clearly is we've probably got a few ketones going on.
Yeah, exactly.
We've eaten so little, and it's all quite, there's not many carbs in the system. I think obviously because we're recording this late in the evening, I feel slightly more low key, but I've felt great again.
Yeah.
I mean, proper 10 out of 10 energy. My belly's now bubbly. I think I'm a little bit worried. How can I put this delicately? I'm a little bit worried it's going to explode in the middle of the night.
I don't think that was very delicate.
It's like delicate. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's all
yeah.
that sort of, because ultimately it is still, some of it's high histamine for sure, but some of it's just sort of powdered. It's posh cup of soups, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not just the cup of soups, though, is it? Have you explained about the delicious treats that you occasionally get peppered in between the meals?
Well, tell everybody about the tiny treat we had for pudding tonight.
So every other day you
Yeah.
get a teeny tiny... It's about the size of maybe like 4 stamps, isn't it? All put together. A little chocolate crisp. But yeah, only every other day do you get this delicious morsel.
They call I mean, it's quite nice though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's delicious, and I think you and I have both been like nibbling on it.
Preciously.
The precious morsel.
Yeah. They call them grab and go boxes, which was convenient for me today because I was out the whole day. And actually being out helped because I wasn't thinking about food quite so much, and I wasn't in close proximity to the fridge.
Yeah,
But there was a sort of slightly grim moment when I made my lunch and I had just a cup of hot water and I poured a load of powder in it, and it was sort of a bit gloopy, and then I got down near the bottom and there were a couple of sort of quite dry bits. It took me back to being at school and having pot noodles.
Yeah, 90s vibes with that, for sure. And how are you feeling today compared to, say, day 1 or day 2?
I think day one was fine. Day 2, I sort of felt a bit low, but not too bad. Day 3 and 4, I have felt great. And I've done, I've just walked all over London today. I felt a bit, really had loads of energy. Right now, I think my belly's sort of saying, all right, enough.
Yeah.
But there might be an element of detox going on as well on that.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. I think I found similar to you. I found day 2 the hardest because I don't know if people know, they sort of ease you into it. So day 1 is slightly more calories, and then it really drops off a cliff. So they sort of tease you with quite a few delicious snacks in between the meals on day 1. You're like, this is really easy. I can do this. What's all the fuss about? And then day 2, reality really hits, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But something does happen around day 3 where it all starts to get a bit easier and you're feeling good and light and focused is how I would describe myself.
And we've had a lot of conversations about what we're going to eat on Saturday morning. What's the current breakfast plan on Saturday morning?
I think boiled egg and
an
nut
IQ
bars.
bar.
Yeah, delicious. And we're going to do some bone broth, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, it's lovely to have you on the podcast again. For the first time, I think, since we had an argument over an energy ball at a meditation retreat.
Oh, fond memories.
I know, yeah. You're a Faith Wrighton now, you weren't then.
No, that's right.
Thank you anyway for that. And thanks for doing that so late. And I'm not going to tell everybody what you were watching. Or we could have been recording this. I'm like, we don't need to say it.
No.
We don't need to say it. We just
absolutely
don't need to reveal
We
it.
can leave it as a cliffhanger.
Yes, thank you. That you can get back to watching that mysterious program now, and thank you for coming on Zestology. And I'll do a final review tomorrow on day 5 of ProLon.